To get premium trading and investing tips, support on Patreon. How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about what to do in the first days when the web app releases. First of all, I suggest you guys go and watch my sniping video. It's going to be down below in the description. I hope EA leaves the UI similar to what it was on the web app, and basically you guys will be able to snipe in a similar way like we did in the FIFA 18 web app. So basically, first day, guys, when the web app comes out, it's really important, if the team of the week is not released yet, that you guys try and predict which players are going to get into the team of the week, and you buy those gold players. Now, if you buy those gold players and they get into the team of the week in the next 3 hours, let's say EA in the morning releases the web app, then the team of the week comes out in 3 hours after that, and you buy those specific players, maybe just one of them, and you wait for a day or two, those players will be really higher in value. So basically, because they're not going to be supplied, because they were supplied in the first hour, they're going to be so rare that they're just going to go up, their price is going to be high, and people will basically buy them for higher values. Now, in the first 3 days, I'd suggest you guys snipe. Use sniping filters if it will be possible to snipe. That is the best method, in my opinion. If you are subscribed to me on Patreon, I will help you out with any sniping filter. Since we're a small group, I can let that information of the sniping filters only to my subscribers. Now, if you are subscribed to me on YouTube, I thank you a lot, but unfortunately, I can't leave out this information to a larger group of people, because then the sniping filters won't work anymore. So if you're subscribed, make sure to be in the Discord room to check all of these sniping filters over all of the potential possibilities that we can make coins on in that span of the free first days, which will, in my opinion, will be the most important days to trade with. Now, on Saturday, we already can start slowly investing. We can already start slowly investing before the game comes out, because when the game comes out, usually the players that are in demand go really high in value, and they go high in value because people start playing the game, they bring the coins into the market, and let's say specific cards that are really in demand that people want to buy, when they get those coins, they start buying them and they bring them up. Now, the players that are cheaper, they're gonna go lower and lower. Week by week, they're gonna go lower and lower. It's what it will happen. But the cards that are really in demand, they'll hold their value and gonna be at their highest the first weekend league. The best cards to basically invest in my opinion, are the ones that will potentially get into the ones to watch team, and the ones that will get a team of the week in the next week as well. So if you know which players will get into the team of the week, and if you predict that, and if you buy those specific gold cards, they will go really high, because they won't be supplied anymore when they're into the team of the week. I'm talking about the gold cards that won't be supplied anymore. Make sure to go with the gold rares and not with the gold non-rares, because the non-rares usually they are supplied much more. Yes, they go up in value, but you can make more profit on the gold rare cards. Now, if you guys are into other methods of trading, I would really look at some managers, because I remember a few years back, before the game was released, before people started building their teams, the Brazilian managers, they really went high in value. They went to the 2K, 3K of values, and they were like 300 coins, 200 coins when the game was released. So make sure to check if they're really rare, and if they're like silver or bronze Brazilian managers or something like that, go and buy them, because if there's no gold Brazilian manager in the game, there's a lot of potential that people are gonna try and build Brazilian teams, and to bring more chemistry into their teams, they're gonna buy those managers, and they're gonna be more in demand. Same with the French teams. I do believe next year, this year in FUT 19, the French team will be so OP that you guys need to look at the French managers as well. But if there are a lot of non-rare gold managers from that specific nation, it's not gonna work that well. So always keep that into account when you invest in this sort of cards. Now, if you guys, yeah, of course, invest into the team of the week 1 cards at the end of the week, because those ones will potentially go up to the very highest of values through the year, because they're going to be so rare. Last year we saw this trend on Bakambu, we saw it on Valencia, we saw it on many team of the week 1 cards. But keep in mind, those cards need to play good. They must not have a lot of competition on their position in their specific league. And if that happens, like, they're gonna fly up like Valencia did last year, I believe, from 50K to like 600,000 coins, which was crazy. But basically it's what it happens because he didn't have a lot of competition as the right back. He was, for the whole period of when the game was out, he was one of the best right backs in Premier League for that specific position, and he was so rare that a lot of people went in and buy them for like crazy amounts of coins. So always take that into account. Also, as an example, I can give you, I believe it was Szczesny, correct me if I'm wrong, from the first team of the week, the Polish goalkeeper from the Premier League. He basically went up from 15K, he went up to 35K, and then because he wasn't needed for the player of the month, and a lot of people predicted he's going to be needed to be inputted in the player of the month requirement as BC, so he will go even higher in value. He basically went down. So I do believe EA is getting more and more accessible with players that they are giving out. Every year they're giving out lesser requirements, so be careful about that, about any SBC investments this time. That's why I also I'm not suggesting to go in and invest into the market matchups right away. It could be profitable, it should be profitable, but EA has had a really, they made a change in FIFA 18. They didn't put out that much, that many specific matches that we thought they would. So basically they just put out matches that nobody could predict, and I do believe in part was to like not control that much the market, and it also made a lot of traders lose a lot of coins, and when that happened, basically it means profit for them because people start buying FIFA points. So always take that into account. The SBCs are in there for you to lose coins and for you to buy FIFA points, so you make profit. So EA profits off of you. So that's also a thing why you need always to invest and sell in the hype. Now the first marquee matchup, I don't know if it will be that profitable to invest in the hype, but if it will be, congrats to you. You can go and let me know in the description below if it worked. I'm definitely not touching that one until the game is like a bit more developed, in like a month or two, when the market gets its fair share of coins and it starts to settle down. Icons last year, they didn't rise that much in percentage compared to other cards. I don't know if this year it will be different, but what I'm gonna do with icons is I'm gonna trade. Weekend leagues are gonna be the ones that are gonna bring them up in value, and when they, like the weekend league ends, they're just gonna go lower in value. So that's the times where I'm gonna buy and sell them, and I'm planning to make quite a few coins out of that. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. We're gonna look at the icon market a lot this year as well. I hope this video helps on how to basically give you an idea on how to trade with the start of the web app. And if you guys have any further questions, just drop them down below. Cheers.